Hi, this is Trevor with Texas Martial Arts. Today we're going to be going over the single leg sweep. Now the advantage of the single leg sweep is what it does is it allows you to close the gap between you and your opponent, and then it allows you to actually take them down and do a finishing move on them so that you can then move on to other potential threats that may be in the environment. What we're going to start off with is I'll show you how to do it stationary by yourself, and then we'll bring in a partner and we'll do it with a partner. All right, guys, now before we get going with the drill with the partner, what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna go through it a few times one-on-one so that you guys can see the technique and see all of the components that go into making it work. And then we'll actually work with Mr. Case here and we'll do the throw. So to start off with, you're gonna get into a sparring stance, left foot in front, and you're gonna get your hands up. This front hand is gonna clash with the opponent. It just means we're gonna move forward and we're gonna hit both arms together. So I move forward and we clash. Now, to get around my opponent's clash to be able to do anything else, what's gonna happen is this front hand is gonna sneak around and it's gonna throw a ridge hand. Once I throw my ridge hand, I'm controlling my partner with this hand and I'm gonna step both feet together so that we're actually touching hip to hip. All right, so I'm here with my ridge hand. I'm gonna bring my front leg up like I'm gonna throw a front kick, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot it back in between their legs and bring it down to the ground. All right, that's gonna actually off balance them. I'm gonna use my hand to guide them down to the ground. Now, once this happens, the person's down on the ground. I need to finish off my technique. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw a reverse punch and ki. Hey! All right, so that's the entire technique slowed down. We're gonna speed it up just a little bit doing solo practice, all right? So again, we're here. I'm gonna come in, clash, ridge hand. Feet together, hip to hip, up, sweep the person, bring them down, and reverse punch. Hey! All right, guys. Now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go through and do the technique with partner. Mr. Casas and I are both gonna get into our sparring stance. Now, what I'm gonna do first is I'm starting off with the clash so that I can close the gap. Because if I don't do a clash or if I try and do it from too far away, right? My clash is super far away right now. I can try and do my sweep, but what's gonna happen is I don't really have the balance and I don't have the leverage to cause him to fall. But guess what? He has the leverage to cause me to fall. So I gotta be really careful there. So when I'm coming in, I clash up. I'm gonna use my ridge hand to get even closer because look, that takes out all the gap between us and we're hip to hip. Now my back foot rather, comes in and touches my front foot. I'm gonna pick my front foot up and it's gonna shoot back through his leg and bring him down. Now, once he's on the ground, I'm just gonna take my fist here and I'm gonna throw a punch to the face. So ready?